Trio, we're coming for you. Are you excited?
Oh, yeah, very excited.
We get to see our friends we haven't seen since Annapolis, which was the middle of October. So it is about 7:30. No, it's like 8:10. We slept a little long. We needed it. We're gonna go and see them. We are both meeting at a new anchorage. They're coming up from No Name Harbor, and we are leaving Marine Stadium, and we're meeting at an island north of here. All right, let's go.
A new place, a new home for a while. Let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back. Take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new man passing by. Life is good. Best I ever felt. Get me up, somewhere new, somewhere I can find myself. Oh, I feel so alive. As I reach out to the sky. I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way. In bad times, I know I'll be okay. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way. Cause I found my way.
Okay. So we're gonna cut in here. We have to stay on the north side. It's shallow over here. And so this is a little cut that we're gonna use to get back in here. All right, we've made it through the shallowest, narrowest part of the channel. Katie's giving me my sunglasses. I saw no less than 5 feet under our keel. I don't even think I saw 4.9 at all. So I'm gonna send this track to our friends who are gonna be coming through this cut with a slightly deeper keel than us. They just left their anchorage down in No Name. And so I'll send them a photo of this track so they can follow it. We're up to 7.5 under our keel now. Katie looks excited. She likes the look of this place. We're getting more vibration felt in the cockpit and everything, and like you can see how this is vibrating. This pedestal is vibrating more. I have a new set of motor mounts for the engine, and so I think now or very soon is a good time to put the new motor mounts in and then realign the prop shaft with the coupling.
I found my way. I was in the dark against it all, but made it through the day. Cause I found my way.
Thanks, yeah, same to you. I've never seen another Seawind II in person, so. Dropping. What's our depth?
We're at 8.4.
Okay. Okay, you can reverse.
Okay, reverse.
Okay, neutral.
Neutral.
Okay, reverse.
Okay, reverse.
Okay, bring it up just a bit more. Okay, that's good.
Okay.
Hey everyone, I'm Parker.
And I'm Katie.
And this is our boat, Seawind. I bought Seawind in 2016 with my entire savings and no clue what it would take to turn her into what she is today. With the help of my dad and a few friends, I slowly tackled project after project, transforming this old boat into what I envisioned when we first met. Halfway through this 5.5-year project, I met Katie, and we've been inseparable ever since. In truth, this only shows a fraction of what it really took in order to get to where we're at today, in a beautiful Anchorage, making this video.
Together, we have come a long way. We have learned the beautiful and brutal lessons that the water has to offer. We have come to know heartache and loss and to dance despite it all. I work a full-time job on the go, which presents its own unique challenges and opportunities. But at the end of the day, it's our desire to move slowly and live fully that makes it all worth it.
Sailing Seawind is our unique attempt at showing how we choose to live with a lighter carbon footprint, how we plan to make our mark on this ever-changing world. It's a place for us to show that every one of us is connected, and that we will all go further together. Trio is here! I know! Oh man, I can't believe it. Oh, they're here. Oh, we missed you guys so much. I'm making you cough.
Oh my gosh!
Go say hi, Teddy.
Oh, Teddy. Oh, I missed you so much. Yes,
Oh my gosh! Yes! Oh my gosh!
Good to see you. Cheers! Cheers to a great reunion! For Dad. Welcome aboard Trio! Yeah! Parker, it's
Alright, here's a bit of a background. Andre, Janice, and Teddy live aboard Trio, a 44-foot center cockpit Kelly Peterson built in 1979.
Alright!
Okay.
See you in a couple days!
See you in a couple days! We left Ashtabula Yacht Club, our home port on Lake Erie, together, and have been on the same journey south. In the years before leaving, we shared a common goal, getting our boats ready to go cruising. We helped each other over mountains of boat projects. They became family, our best friends. Andre and I removed the old Perkins in Trio, redid electrical, plumbing, fuel tanks, re-cored part of Trio's decks with extra foam from my hard Dodger build, stay tuned for those videos, and installed a shiny new Beta 56 diesel. He helped me with milling and installing the new teak on the bulwarks of Seawind, and countless other things along the way. We've had so many wonderful memories together. Living and traveling on separate boats, though, naturally leads to slightly different paths at times. But it's always a breath of fresh air when we get back together to share our stories and make new memories. Now, our goal together was to finish boat projects, provision, find a weather window, time a 72-hour COVID test with said weather window, and say hello to the Bahamas. Simple, right? Well, sometimes it takes a village, and our small family on the water was exactly what we needed to get the job done. But wait, we were in Miami. First-timers here. So over the next few days, we explored the area together. One of the first things we came across was a Holocaust memorial art installation that brought silence among us while there. Although we continued on with a celebratory dinner for being back together again, I couldn't help but think of some of the other people walking through the exhibit with tears in their eyes for loved ones lost. We hadn't had the right weather or water to jump in for a swim since leaving home, and so with the beautiful weather and water in Miami, we took the opportunity to jump off of Seawind. It might not seem like it, but it was a big deal for us. I just swam in the water with dolphins for the first time ever. She saw a pot of dolphins right over here. I jumped in the water and swam out like 20 feet from the boat, and literally they were underneath me in the water. One of them turned on its side, looked right at me like 2 feet away from me. I could have touched him. Andre spotted with his trusty monocular an island that looked like it had a nice beach, so off we went for an explore.
What's the over there?
Push us back a bit. There we go. Shaky video. Shaky running video. We often went for morning runs and coffee. This became our routine while in Miami. Motoring got me up and down the beautiful canal called Collins Canal, with secure dinghy access next to a grocery store for provisioning and a short walk to a stocked hardware store. Andre and I got into some projects as usual. He wanted some help with installing a water maker, so we got to work. Katy started to familiarize herself with the outboard since it was more reliable now, and we tried some Cuban cuisine with Trio. On one of our walks, we stumbled upon the beautiful Miami Botanical Garden. ourselves on a beach again. Seems like we always gravitate towards the sand in the ocean. I was just saying to Katie that in the last 3 months of traveling down the coast, we have walked on sand in bare feet more than I have collectively been on beaches and on sand in my entire life. Apparently they're fighting over something. Oh, they have something. Oh, look at that. Wow. Yep. All right.
Ready?
Wow, that's beautiful. As time passed by, so did different climates. A cold front moved in, and so out came jackets again. Katie drove us around in Gami, and we started to realize that when I ran the engine, I would play with the needle valve more than I realized for the air-fuel mixture to keep it running smoothly. Ideally, we would have a newer engine that ran reliably without any tinkering. We rented a car with Trio and went provisioning at Costco, and after brushing up on our Tetris skills, we made everything fit with just enough room left for ourselves. We enjoyed cozy nights aboard, cooking delicious meals and watching movies together. Look at this, delicious. What do you think? Could I cook in a 5-star restaurant?
Yes.
No, I couldn't. I can make a good salad. Salad.
Hot salad.
I can make a good hot salad.
Vegetables is just...
Vegetables.
Sauteed vegetables is just hot salad.
Hot. Yeah.
Okay, let's eat.
All right. Definitely is a waiting game going to the Bahamas. This is our first time crossing the Gulf Stream, and we've been just looking at the wind and wave forecast, and for the next week and a half it looks like there's no weather window in sight. So we're gonna stay here in Miami and work on some videos, and Katie's gonna work.
Go outside.
Gonna get some boat projects done, some maintenance, and tidy things up, and helping Andre with the water maker install has been nice. Going well. So it's just a little bit in the nightlife that we're having in Miami. This is it. Just eating good healthy foods, and we did stock our bilge with like an absurd amount of beer because we figure if we want a beer, we don't want to spend a lot of money for it in another country. Mm-hmm. So that's the first time doing that. We now own more beer than I think Katie and I have collectively ever bought in our lives.
I think collectively ever really drank in our lives.
Yeah, even more than we've ever collectively drank. I think so. Wow. One warmer day when we were looking at weather windows, or the lack thereof, we decided to go to the beach to see what it looked like in real time out on the Atlantic.
Nothing quite like getting sand in your toes after a hard day of work.
No kidding. Today was supposed to be a potential weather window, but Katie and I both had work, and Katie had meetings that she couldn't take a weather window even if we had one today. But look behind me. So that all over the Atlantic, those are all big fronts. So even though we had a west wind today, that west wind was accompanied by thunderstorms. Thankfully, they all went north of Miami, but who knows what could have cropped up out there if we would have crossed today. Another thing was that we've had north winds the last 2 days, so there would be leftover sea state that would not be fun at all in the Gulf Stream. With no opportunities for crossing the Gulf Stream in sight, we continued to fill our days with computer work, yoga, and exercise. Boat projects, as always, kept me busy as well. Well, I'm finally getting around to this. When we were still at the dock in Del Rey, I installed the board on the other side for the jerry can of water, and I pre-cut this board here. What this board is going to be used for is lashing the dinghy down. We store the dinghy folded up on this side deck here, and I haven't had a good way to actually tie it and secure it down. Now I will. There we go. Oh, that fits. Nice. I made the hole about 1/8 an inch bigger the whole way around, so I have an O-ring of butyl that'll really make a nice gasket in that space. And I'm going to put a little bit of butyl on each screw, and we should be pretty watertight. This is actually the horizontal deck shower by, I think it's Scandivic or something like that. But I the vertical one that they sell actually has like a cutout here, and I figured that this one is smooth enough to slide the hose in and out, even in a vertical position, and then you have this lip here that'll protect from water actually getting down in. So I think this will work out pretty well. One last little spray with alcohol. That's pretty damn good to me, huh? And it is so humid that my eyeballs are sweating. So that's a first. Okay, the installation has been finalized. I ended up adding a quarter-turn ball valve up here and some fancy support strain relief for the hose. So now I can reach into this cockpit locker and just grab and turn it off or on, and then the partition that actually goes from across here to over here, it keeps things from falling down into the bilge and then into this mechanical area. And so the hose is just going to live kind of like dangling right here. That was part of the reason for putting the strain relief. And I don't don't see any reason that it would cause any mischief around here. So I really like the shutoff valve. That way the actual shower line and spigot will not be pressurized all the time. We can depressurize that. And I really like, I'll show you, I really like how this went. That 2 3/8 hole saw bit really cut a nice hole here, and you can see the butyl, well, you can't really see it, but the butyl gasket that's sealed around that little gap, 16th gap the whole way around, really worked out. And then the screw holes worked out, and I put a little bit of butyl around them. And so here it is. Here's my little bit of stress relief, just some electrical tape for some chafe guard. Zip ties really hold well to bolts, you know, threaded bolts, just FYI. And so right now it doesn't need the little cradle because the hose is out, but once it comes back in, it supports it. And then we have our T right here, and then the line that comes around, and I'm sure OSHA would tell me the water line can't be in with the electrical wires, but this is a small boat and I can't fit everything in the perfect way. There's always a compromise. This bowl keeps emptying. I just changed the filter, and I even bled the whole thing, ran the engine. This happened here, and so I took the cap off and I manually filled the whole bowl up, and now it's down again. I don't understand why it's down. After further inspection, I believe the problem was that I accidentally introduced more air than I thought to the system while changing the filter. When I originally replaced the fuel filter, I did not pre-fill the bowl. Lesson learned.